Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel where we explore the beautiful art of mosaics through fun and beginner-friendly projects. If you are new here, my name is Marisela and I'm so excited to have you join me today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a stunning mosaic on a rock, perfect for a heartfelt Valentine's Day gift or decoration for your house. And we will be using materials like ceramic tiles, glass tiles, some beads over here. You see the shiny parts. We have also lettering. This is optional if you want to put it or not. These are in plastic. And this one here, the flowers are called mille fiori. That's an Italian word for 1,000 flowers. They look like this. They are beautiful. And all of the materials are listed in the description below. Also, if you have followed the previous tutorials that I made, those tiles are good still for this project. So if you buy those materials, you're going to be able to do 3 full tutorials with the same material. So that's fun. That's nice. Whether you are an arts and crafts enthusiast, maybe a teacher looking for project ideas, or someone who loves creating handmade gifts, this is a tutorial for you. Grab your materials, get comfy, and let's dive into the wonderful world of mosaics. Start by finding the perfect rock for your mosaic project. For this tutorial, I went to a local store specializing in landscaping and decorative stones where I found a variety of sizes and shapes just for $7. You can also find rocks in nature or even your backyard depending on where you live. Make sure to clean the surface of the rock to remove any dirt or debris. Once you decide on the rock that you want to use, proceed to work on your design. And here are some ideas. One option is a digital method where you take a picture of your rock, upload it to a tablet, and use an app like Procreate to sketch your design directly on the picture. When you are happy with it, print it out and move to the next step. Another option is to trace the outline of your rock onto paper, draw your design, and cut it out. Place the cutout on the rock to see how it fits. If adjustments are needed, retrace and refine until the design fits correctly. To plan your design, experiment with different layouts and compositions on the cutout piece of the paper you created earlier. This allows you to visualize the final look and make adjustments without committing to a specific arrangement. Take your time to explore various combinations until you are satisfied with the design. Now it's time to trace the design on the rock. Use a white pencil to trace your design onto the rock. White is ideal because it's easy to erase if adjustments are needed. Take your time and ensure the design is clear before proceeding. In step 5, we're going to seal the rock surface. Mix equal parts well-bond adhesive and water to create a sealant. Apply it to the area of the rock where the tesserae will go, leaving the rest of the rock natural. Let it dry completely before moving on. Okay, my friends, so you can see here that the sealant has been applied and it's dried already. Even though it looks wet, it has dried completely. So we can start with the next step. Begin by applying E6000 adhesive to the outline of your heart and carefully place one ball chain. Add a second row with a different ball chain color for added dimension, as I'm demonstrating in this video. Now we are ready to arrange the tesserae. Tesserae are the small pieces used to create mosaics. including materials like glass and ceramic tiles, millefiori, broken plates, recycled items, and beads, just to name a few. For this project, our tesserae include ceramic tiles, millefiori flowers, plastic letters, and glass beads. Use silicone adhesive to glue the tiles and beads in place. If you are working with a large silicone container, I recommend you to transfer some into a syringe for easier and more precise application. For this project, white silicone is recommended because it enhances the light reflection through clear glass pieces. To attach bead strings, hold them in place along your design. Gently press each bead down and pull the string out once positioned. This method ensures neat and consistent placement. Keep going placing all your tesserae as planned in your layout and make adjustments as you go. You might have to add or remove some tiles as you put together the mosaic. And make sure the entire underside of each piece is coated with adhesive. Now it's time to allow the adhesive to dry completely for 24 hours before proceeding to the next step, which is going to be grouting the mosaic. Protect the edges of your rock by applying small pieces of painter's tape around the mosaic. I find easier to go little by little instead of applying a long piece of tape because of the rounded shape of the rock. This step ensures the grout doesn't spread to unwanted areas. Now we're ready to grout the mosaic. Use the premixed grout listed in the description of the video. In future tutorials, I will explain how to prepare your own grout. But for now and for more convenience, it is better to apply this one that is ready to use. Spread a small amount over the mosaic using your hands or a spatula and make sure to fill all the gaps between the tesserae. Also, check all around the edges of the heart not to miss any area. Then remove excess grout as much as possible with the spatula or fingers as I am showing here and let it sit for 10 to 20 minutes. Put on gloves and use a wet sponge to gently clean the grout of the tesserae in a circular motion. Rinse the sponge often and continue wiping until the tiles are clean. Also ensure that you are removing grout from the edges. This mosaic can be considered finished at this point if you like the color of the grout. For the purpose of the tutorial, I will color the grout using one of the methods designed for indoor pieces. If you go with this option, apply the color before the grout cures completely, which would be in 24 hours. So I usually do it a couple of hours after finishing the cleaning. Add acrylic paint to a small bowl and dilute it slightly with water. The water helps the grout absorb the color more effectively. Then, using a brush, apply the paint evenly across the grout and tile surfaces. Allow it to sit for about 30 seconds before wiping the excess from the tiles. Repeat the process adding layers of paint until you achieve your desired color. You can experiment with any color. Just remember, if you apply a lighter color and you don't like it, you can still cover it with a darker one, but not the other way around. So just keep that in mind. As I mentioned previously, this method works best for indoor mosaics as the paint may fade over time if exposed to outdoor elements. Besides, our mosaic is made for indoors because we're using also ceramic tiles these are not good for outdoor exposure. So after you finish with the color, don't wait too long. And before the grout is fully cured, carefully remove the painter's tape around the edges of the mosaic. As you do this, inspect the rock for any bleeding of the grout color onto the natural stone surface. If you notice any color or grout on the rock, use a wet sponge and paper towel to gently clean it up. Work quickly to prevent the color from adhering to the stone. Once the tape is removed and the edges are clean, allow the grout to finish curing completely. This step ensures your mosaic looks neat and polished with a clear distinction between the mosaic and the natural stone. So let the entire piece sit for about 24 hours before displaying or gifting your beautiful creation. And congratulations, you just completed your stunning Valentine's Day mosaic on a rock. Okay, my friends, we are at the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate it very, very much. I hope you were able to make your own mosaic or that you are going to make your own mosaic and gift that to your special person. I'm sure they would love it. And also, I would like to know if you have any comments or suggestions regarding the tutorial. If you get to make your own mosaic and you post it in social media, please don't forget to tag Mosaics by Marisela. I would love to see your creation. In the meantime, and until next tutorial, I hope you have a colorful day.